Hey everyone, it's Susie McCrea. Today is Saturday, November 1st. Hope you're all having a magnificent day. Um, I was thinking about a few things, and I usually like to do a video when I'm thinking about things. Had my thinking cap on and drinking from my thinking cup quite a lot lately. And I wanted to share something with you. Last night I was doing a family tradition at my sister's, um, and a group of friends, and my brother Bob was there, my sister Lisa. We get together, and she gives out the big bars on Halloween. So a lot of trick-or-treaters, they know the house. But it was fun watching the kids dress up. They come in great costumes. I love greeting them at the door. Anyway, so we were talking about a few things, and a few things were clicking in my brain. And my dad, Joe McCrea, he passed away 3 years ago at the age of 95. And my mom recently passed away in the beginning of October at almost 95. So, of course, we were reminiscing and talking and telling stories about both parents last night. And my dad was a very simple yet powerful man, very insightful, wisdom. He could he could read people. He could read a room, but also had a softness about him that he would watch, observe, listen, digest, and he would go with the flow. So an example is, my dad, somebody would be talking and they'd be going, I, me. And my dad would enjoy the conversation. He'd go along with it. And the minute that person would leave, I'd say, "Hey, Daddy, what you think?" And he goes, "Oh, they're a big I am. Me, I am." So he had a lot of nicknames for people. I am. And one of the other family nicknames we have is PB, phony baloney. Okay. So people would be gathered or whatever, and people are talking the talk, and my dad would engage with them, and they'd leave, and Daddy, what do you think? Oh boy, PB, and would all start laughing. Those are two just, simple examples of how insightful my dad was. Okay. And people he engaged with never really knew what my dad was thinking or what he thought of them. But my dad had that kind of insight that really, um, hang on a second, getting rid of something here. He had that insight to see through people and their intentions. Not that people were bad or not that my dad was judgmental, but he really could, as I say, sniff things out about people. And we'd be like, bingo, Daddy, you really read that right. So why was I thinking about all of this? I started thinking about, are there times where I am like, I, me, I am. Yeah, there are times. I know I talk about myself and maybe I talk too much about myself, um, but I catch it. I catch it and I kind of turn it. Are people asking me questions and talking to me and I'm talking about myself and I'm not asking about them or, asking them questions or letting them talk about themselves? The key here is not that you're perfect, but that you catch yourself doing that. So I often think of my dad. Am I being an I am? I am. Am I being a big me? I am. And then you switch it and you catch it and you turn it a little bit. And the reason I'm thinking about this is as we are preparing to get into Victory with Ash and all that Mr. Ash Mufara has to offer us in that platform, I started thinking about what kind of ways can we all work at stopping the me, I am, and turning it into we, you. So I know it kind of sounds kind of silly, but start thinking about those things. How do you show up? Is everything I am, I am. He's a big I am. I can just hear my father saying it. She's a big I am. So do you talk the talk out there? Are you a big I am, but you're unable to walk the talk or walk the walk? These are all things that I'm tossing around in my head because I know for a fact, I just feel it, that Victory with Ash is going to help transform our lives, transform us, have us be the best versions of ourselves. There's all things we all need to work on. So a lot of thoughts are going in my head. What do I need to adjust? What do I need to work on before I've even gotten in there and learned anything yet? I'm just thinking of those things. But it rang true last night as we were thinking of Joe McCrea, someone who could read a room, read people, understood the people that were authentic, solid people, not greedy people, people who were helpful, people who cared about other people. And he was really, really good at identifying the I ams and the PBs, phony balonies. So I'm going to do my dad justice and I'm going to do my best to not be an I am or a PB, to be my authentic self and to, just open myself to Victory with Ash and do my best to become the best version of myself. And I think a lot of you resonate with that, and you're going to plan on doing absolutely the same. So anyway, just a few thoughts I wanted to share. I hope everyone's having a great day, and we'll talk soon. Mwah.